Hello, everyone. This is Dragin Ikari. Welcome back to the Nexus of Realms. Today, we're going to go ahead and react to the Pokemon presentation that took place earlier today. I was at work the whole day and very, very busy, so I didn't really see anything other than a title name, and that's about it. So I figure we'll go ahead and watch this presentation. Looks like it's about 24, almost 25 minutes, so it shouldn't be too long of a run. So let's go ahead and get started on that, shall we? Just need to check the thing first to make sure this thing's not going to foul up, so hopefully the volume's okay, but we'll see. There's an old one. Hard to believe this thing's 30 years old at this point. I was in middle school when this series first came out. Admittedly, I've always been a fairly casual fan. I kind of drop in and out of the series over the years. Sometimes I play more than others. A bit more constant in recent years, but
today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
Early February?
This is the date.
Oh, that was the Japanese release. That's right.
Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered.
Over 1,000 things
These
now.
diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon.
I would assume that would be the case, but what's this? Some type of weird music player? Oh.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on this small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
But why, though? I don't get it. I'm all for retro stuff, but that just seems a little odd to me, but
Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships.
yeah, competitive Pokemon is something I've never gotten much into or know a whole lot about.
Fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event.
So this is
Fans
like
of
a
all ages
convention or something
fun
like that?
activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels.
That's
hands-on
what it looks
workshops,
like. It just looks
exciting
like a
partner
fan fest
collaborations,
or something like
and
that
of
for
course,
Pokemon.
visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships. Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
Card game. I think I played the Pokemon card game for a very tiny amount of time when I was very, very young, with like the first few sets that were released. We had no idea how to play it properly. We just had the cards. And I drifted to Yu-Gi-Oh! Later on, and that's kind of the card game I still play with if I play them at all. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be, but... That thing really 10 years old already? Jeez. I remember that thing was a major thing when it first came out. Not so much anymore, but I haven't heard much about it in a while.
Of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
That's so.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
All I ever hear about is controversies and stuff anymore, but whenever they change whatever systems they use.
Here.
Is this one of the, like, gotcha games or something for Pokemon? Yeah, it's one of the...
Pokemon Masters EX.
Cafe Remix. I have no idea what this is. There's so many Pokemon products I just don't know anything about. Yeah, no idea.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray. The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
That's a, like, MOBA type PvP thing. Okay, this is the mobile version of their card game or whatever it is. It's from what I understand, it's not like Master Duel or anything like that for Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just kind of a simplified version of it, is my understanding, but I don't know for sure. Are these the GameCube games? All right, yeah, it is. Must be adding it to the Nintendo Online stuff for the GameCube. I never really played much of these. I never really had much interest in them, but
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games.
all right, those games that caused a huge fuss online when they were announced.
And Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you.
I've never bothered with Home. I don't play the games enough to justify the cost of keep dragging Pokemon from game to game like
Next,
that.
We have some news about Pokemon Champions.
What is Pokemon Champions? I don't even remember here.
You wanna be the best, just a champ, move a chest, beat the rest. Oh yes, he a champ, she a champ, they a champ, we champ. Stay shine right with the key. Go, for the winner, running with the team or your friends, go get it. Win or lose, great fun that we having. Win or lose, great fun that we building. Let's go. Champions game is all we want. Team ready, now we gonna be number one. Play it up, come up with me, we awesome. Champions game is all we want. Team ready, now we gonna be number one.
Is it just something with the battle system and nothing else? Can't really tell. I have no idea what it is. I can't tell.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game. The newest title in the Pokemon
Oh yeah, the
series.
ZA game. I actually bought that a while back and haven't started playing it yet. It's in the backlog. Some more extra stuff, I guess. Mega Dimension. The Mega Garchomp. Probably should actually try to play the actual game before I care anything about the DLC, which I don't think I've ever bought any Pokemon DLC, if I'm being honest.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z.
Usually, I just play through it to the end and then I
This
stop.
mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace. Next up, we have
Because
some news
that's
about
just the thing that
Pokemon
happens. This is that Animal Crossing like Pokemon thing. Really not too much of an interest to me, but I know some people who really are big into that kind of game. I'm not so much. Too much open-endedness gets me into trouble oftentimes.
Is that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside? It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
I mean, that was a pretty decent guess.
Variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
I mean...
Huh? That's Silhouette. A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too.
Yeah, this has a lot of Animal Crossing style vibes to them.
Whoa! You can transform into objects, too. That was a fun game of hide and seek. By working together, you could even build something this big.
It's Animal Crossing plus Minecraft.
Together, you can develop a town or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time. Pokemon Pokopia. Available on March 5th.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much to sell the concept to me, but this is clearly not a game that was designed for somebody like me anyway, so that's perfectly fine. It is what it is. That I don't dig too heavily into too many of the
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th.
side games
enjoy
or
working with Pokemon
spin-off.
to
That's the word I'm looking for. Spin-off. That's what I'm looking for.
Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
Yep, you did. But I know there's one
I'd
thing.
like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all.
Okay, this is the one that probably everybody's
Thank you
fussing
for
about.
tuning in.
Well, that was quite the build-up. So is this the next gen or whatever? Sure does kind of look like it. Doesn't look like the other spin-offs or anything, so... yeah, this might be the actual next mainline one. Okay, so these are the new starters. Brought, Palm Bun, and Gekakwa. Pokemon Winds? Pokemon Waves. Okay, yeah, those were the names I was seeing online today. Global simultaneous release in 2027. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the new version. The new gen. Alright, so that was today's Pokemon Present. And admittedly, a lot of it is kind of stuff I either have heard of, but don't really pay very much attention to or much else. I'll probably pick up the new version, the new gen, when it comes out next year. Just to play through as I've played through all the other ones. As I said, a lot of the side stuff that's in Pokemon, like the card game, the MOBA, the side games, none of that stuff really does too much for me, and that's perfectly fine. As I said, that kind of stuff isn't necessarily designed for somebody like me. But that's going to conclude our presentation for that. So, time to say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you for joining me as always, and we'll see you next time.